What is the coccus scarlet material, often referred to in the book of Exodus? According to the Bible account, the tent cloths forming the walls and gate of the tabernacle, Israel's ancient center of worship, were made of blue thread and wool dyed reddish purple and coccus scarlet material and fine twisted linen. Exodus chapter 26 verse 1, 38-18, the holy garments of the priests were also to be made using coccus scarlet material. Exodus chapter 28 verses 1-6. Coccus scarlet, also known as kermes, was a dye that yielded a brilliant red, or scarlet, color. The dye was extracted from the bodies of female insects of the coccidae family. These wingless insects live on the kermes oak tree, Quercus coccifera, native to the Middle East and the Mediterranean coast. The scarlet color is contained in the eggs carried inside the body of the female. In that state, the insect resembles a berry, about the size and form of a pea, attached to the leaves and twigs of the kermes oak. After being hand-picked and crushed, the insects yield a scarlet color, soluble in water and suitable for dyeing cloth. The Roman historian Pliny the Elder mentioned coccus scarlet and counted it among the highly esteemed colors of his day. Which of the writers of the Christian Greek scriptures were present at Pentecost 33 CE? It is possible that 6 of the 8 men who wrote this portion of the scriptures were present. According to the Acts account, Jesus instructed his disciples, "Do not withdraw from Jerusalem, but keep waiting for what the Father has promised." Acts chapter 1 verse 4, the same account indicates that the future Bible writers Matthew, John, and Peter obeyed this instruction and gathered, at the same place, with other disciples. Jesus' half-brothers were also there. Acts chapter 1 verses 12-14, 2-1-4, 2 of them, James and Judas, later wrote the 2 Bible books that bear their names. Matthew chapter 13 verse 55, James chapter 1 verse 1, Jude chapter 1. In his Gospel, Mark speaks of a young man who fled on the night of Jesus' arrest. He was evidently referring to himself, since all the other disciples had already abandoned Jesus. Mark chapter 14 verses 50-52, therefore, Mark seems to have been an early disciple, and it is possible that he was present at Pentecost. The 2 remaining writers of the inspired Christian Greek scriptures were Paul and Luke. At Pentecost 33 CE, Paul was not yet a follower of Christ. Galatians chapter 1 verses 17-18, apparently, Luke was not present either, since he excluded himself from the eyewitnesses of Jesus' ministry. Luke chapter 1 verses 1-3.